Right here, right here, right here. Listen to my comms, touch him up. Back to corner, Gent, Jojo, Diaz, and the White Gloves. AA, Sergio, Mora, Chris Manx, and Marlon as Sparks. Here, ringside rounds of distance and body shots. Just like that, till he catches his timing. Jojo's not going to keep up with Flea. Look, that's a big left 10 that just missed by Zappa. He's sharp. Every punch is hard. He turns all those knuckles on in of Zappa. But what he can do is get the clean shots like that. And then a little bit late with Dion Haney. Start off late with Gary Russell. He bowed the one of the things about nice right hand from Diaz. Good shot is going to be the more active puncher. That's the adjustment that Jojo Diaz could have to make for a long, strong fighter weight class. 69. He has a long reach, but he does smother himself, or being so up his output. Though surely punches on your is like he had you been, he boxing beautifully. I checked in Jacob Nahar in Wiliam's P. His corner, just right there, 12 rounds, filling out the power of a pay to Jojo Diaz. He came back and threw a hard thought. It's not like he's just a typical Mexican brawler. He's doing it strategy for Jojo Diaz right now. I think a game plan works out for him. Yeah, Diaz said. I hope he comes there and stands more. I can say about that. I don't think that's a good strategy. Diaz, the power of Zayd is going to bother Jojo. Diaz, he's got a great chin. It's you can't give them a target like this. It's only going to encourage fighters like to applause, pay. Yeah, he did say that he trained to listen when you're undefeated. Good flurry would be helpful for him in his game plan. Sneak, good applause, body for Beldi. You can really see Diaz in Jojo. Diaz corner. Anda is just throwing far more and landing far more than Joe, looking to exchange right hooks with Thea. His is a little bit short, fall off balance, but Jojo doesn't have that in his repertoire. You see it out there. Well, I'm seeing that the guy's throwing a lot of punches. Joe's defense confidence. He's confident it's non-stop punching. There's not saying that negatively, but they really believe they were the superior fighter. They are uppercut. Diaz. I would try backing up Z. Normally, aggressive power punchers don't like getting a slight cut. His left. There's a good right. Jojo's already been beaten by elite fighters. He's starting to catch a bit of a rhythm. He definitely needs to use his Olympic pedigree. He has a lot of Joaz right there. The bell, see, those are arm punches. Now, so right now, it's Jojo still feels like a winner. So he needs to feel like Abe himself, to serve himself, and move. Applause, body shot, left hand to the body, because he's giving AA a target to hit. But if he makes the pay to miss, that's going to be a different story. Look, he is just taking it. Right, to Diaz is back against the ropes. What is he doing? Jojo. Diaz. It's a very dangerous punch, but if he can land it, what did he mean by that? He says, where I live, a clean lifestyle right now. William's AA looks like in phenomenal shape, but getting hit, they have everything, every advantage coming into this fight. Yeah, we have nice, Zaz has never been esto there. You go, finally counter there. Yeah, I think Jojo could be a slow starter. I think that's why moving till he catches his dealing with a hard puncher, hitting gloves, is going to take its toll as well. Well, right now, he's definitely fighting like a buzzsaw. And you're down 6, 7, 8 rounds to none. Oh, that's significant. Actually, start landing some punches on ZPA, backing him up. Get that win. Feeling again from Zappa's corner, you're bigger, you're stronger, you're better. There you go. There's forcing him. Now he's up in the powerful. Diaz with a good moment. Diaz has landed a couple of big bombs to start doing it. Just a complete offensive machine. So a little bit more of that. But behind the jabs, well over 500 punches, this is the time to put the gas being able to select his punches and landing the harder shots. Right now, look, see all those shots, right? They have to go through fire in order to succeed in this music fight. And I would like to see Jojo here. Here's the thing, Chris, as Jojo fights back, the guy punching a volume, Joseph is being actually accurate with his punches. Like, see that downstairs. And that's not normally the case. With 2 good jabs and a straight left hand. I want to see Sergio. I think your same situation. He threw while Z was throwing because Thea's so consistent with their power. He's not letting them breathe to the head. It's going to be very difficult to pierce that guard body shot. There by Jojo. The right hand from Diaz. This, the for Jojo. Diaz. Hey, let's get this water. Please. He's doing with leverage. Still minding his defense. Finally showing some fire with those power punches. But Z, here's the thing. Chris, you're watching Z here. And there's some people like, well, it does indeed look like the real deal. I think they really just want dude to be first and last power to hurt your opponent. Well, equally as important, if you're music. Applause, waiting, of just catching everything. More boxing, don't worry about hurting. This is opportunity for Jojo, Joseph Diaz. He loves digging down to the ribcage. But I think when it comes to Thea, still going to outland and throw Diaz in this round, how does someone like Zappa? Oh, big right hand for Diaz. Best punch of the applause. There. Well, Diaz walked out. They're sticking to it. Well, if this is his plan, this is the second half of the fight. Ever by far. Nice body shot by Jojo. Excellent. We'll set in with Williams. AA. Williams AA's corner. Said they see fatigue. Even with his jab, big momentum swing here. Diaz can add to it by the way of him. There's a counter right for DI. I agree. But I can see that, you know, it would serve him some good to not just catch the most likely. He's down 4Z, so Williams A has a lot more minute and a half left to go in a fight. Like, applause. This 35 professional fights, former world applause champion, just the courage on Joseph Diaz is amazing, man. And now, it's going to be a hard task. Oh, as much mustard. Behind these punches, as we saw, Jojo, you can't afford to take a step back. Scary on the scoreboards. I still think he's doing really good this round. I see a little less power in those shots of his AAs. And rightfully so, 8 rounds in, he's probably thrown 800 punches before. Not enough PO. Yeah, I think that's why Joe, a former champion, do not get lazy. Don't give him an opportunity to keep that chin rounds, maybe 3 rounds. If he can pull off 2 more rounds, he can get just to the glove, just to land that right hook again, that buckle TOA, and you could see that Jojo's just trying to time him with that. Well, Chris, off of this performance so far from Zappa, Jojo still has that in him. He still has that dog in him. He just appealed to may think he's up by 6 rounds. You never and make a mistake in this 4th round. I caught that too. Chris, they, and if the game plan was to wear out Thea right now, nice straight left by Jojo. Applause. Won so many rounds. Be careful. That's the punch Jojo Diaz looking for. Just right there. Williams A is only getting better and better. You think they, right? Applause. There. Well, Diaz had his look at that. Look at now, you have Z boxing on the back foot. He know all those punches. Take it to his body and punch when he's throwing. And punch after he's throwing and dipping. Steeing them. Yeah, there's just too many LS from Diaz. Leave, no doubt. I can't let this be close. You think Sergio, do you think Jojo, AP made a brilliant fight, beat down a fighter that throws so many punches? Well, it's a dangerous game. And Jojo a little slower. The punch is a little slower. Now, this is Jojo's opportunity. Go hard time right there. But it's not impossible right now. He may need to win them all with a top guy. At least 2 or 3. But, yeah, the volume is hard by J. Diaz. There's a right hook from Z. He's clearly establishing himself right now, as look at him, go again, and speed by touching the body. What do you think of that? Marlon, for that bell gentleman, just all you know, blood and guts and brawler. He's a smart fight, good straight, right from Zappa, urging him not to lift his head up and to always be applause. Careful, smart words from the corner job. He said, did what he said, out to do. Perhaps a new star, Z.